Once you have finished your album design in Fundy Designer, it is now time to create your album proof. There are two ways of doing this. The first way is much like the old proofer, where you simply select the icon here and click on Create Design Proof. If you are still using the old proofing system, then simply go to the bottom and select Legacy Proofer Export, where this will export the low-res JPEGs commonly used for the previous version of the design proof. For those of you that have noticed, you will see a new logo in the top here. The other way to export for the new design proofer is selecting this and clicking on New Proof. Once you have clicked on New Proof, it will prompt you to give a name for the album design. Once you have done this, simply click OK. And this will bring you into the new Fundy album proofer. As you can see here, it's vastly different and much improved from the old version of the album proofer. You can customize the proof by calling the proof a name and then giving it a subtitle. From here, you can adjust the text color by moving the sliders left and right, as well as the color of the sidebar. You can also add your logo to the lower left hand side of the album proofer. To do this, simply click the lower left hand corner and this will bring up your file browser where you can import your transparent PNG and insert your brand to the album proofer. As you can see, we currently only have one proof within the album proofer. If you have designed wall art and or cards, you can add this to the preview page. Simply scroll down here to the lower right hand side and select, where you can select the album and the card, the album and the wall art, or all three. But not only that, the new album proofer gives us, the photographer, the power to show our most favourite spread in the album design. To change the spread, simply hover over the spread design and select. And you can change and show whichever spread you would like in the proofing template for your client to see. Once you are happy with how the landing page will look, it's time to upload your proof. To do this, simply click Next. And you will be greeted with this new pop-up window. It's from here you can select which of the three designs you would like to proof to the client. To just proof the sample album, just check the box here. Just a sample album and card, click these two, and if it's all three, then select all three. Once you're happy, click Next. And you will be greeted with the new slideshow options. For those of you that are already using slideshow within your proof, this is the exact same screen as you will be used to. If you have not done a slideshow before within Fundy Designer, then there are more tutorials on this. But to show you how seamless this is in the new proofer, all you need to do is select this drop down from here and select which you would like the slideshow to be formed from. I always choose album slides. So on selection, you can see it is imported 45 spreads and also the exact time in which the slideshow will last. If you would like to add music, simply select Add Song and then find a similar length music track within Fundy Designer. If you would like to import your own track from Triple Scoop or the music bed software of your choice, simply select Import Custom Song, where you can import any track you desire. Once you have chosen your music of choice, you can match the music exactly to the slides, simply by selecting Match Music. And then Fundy Designer will automatically time sync the slides to fit the music perfectly. Simply click Yes, and you're good to go. You can show the preview here, so you can look and see how it looks, but if you're happy, you can just select Next. From here, you will be able to select and create your custom text and emails. In previous versions of Album Proofer, this was over multiple screens, whereas now we have combined it to make this simple and easy. All you need to do, at the top, select the client name and input the client email. You can import multiple email addresses simply by adding a comma to the box here and inputting up to 3 or 4 email addresses, or as many as you're required. If you would like the gallery and proofer to be password protected, then you can put a password in here, and your email address as the photographer needs to go in this box here. This is the email that you'll be notified when your client has approved the album or requested changes. This box is to import an external link to Shootproof, PicTime or Pixieset, or your online gallery of choice, to link through to the gallery in which all of the images are located. The pop-up on access box here is the text in which you would like to pop up the second the client logs into their album. For me, what I have done here is just remind them on how to make changes, how to turn and make comments, and to approve the album. On the right hand side here, we have the announcement email, which is the initial email the client will receive when the proofer goes online. In the announcement email body, you can input whatever it is you would like for them to read when they first get the email, and you check this box for that email to be sent. On the right here, you have the reminder email, in which can go out either weekly, bi-weekly or monthly. Again, to select this email, simply click on the box here, and once that is done, select Next. If you decide not to customize these boxes, then the software will send a default email on your behalf. When you have selected Next, you are prompted to export and upload all of the proofs you have selected. Simply select and click this option at the bottom, and you will be presented with the review and upload box. From here, you can just double check exactly what it is you are going to upload to the new proofer, as well as checking the name, subtitle, and if you have included the slideshow. Once you are happy, select Next. And this will create the files needed to upload to the album proofer. The speed of this process depends on how fast your machine is and the original file sizes of the images used in the project. Once completed, click Next. And this will take you to the review and upload process of the designer. As you can see here, Fundy Designer automatically integrates to the new album proofer, and in one simple click will upload your sample album, thank you cards, wall art and slideshow. Once this is finished, all you need to do is wait for the green ticks on the side to show that everything is finalized, and then you select Next. The speed of this part solely relies on how fast your internet speeds are. The faster your internet speed, the faster all your proofs will upload to the new album design proofer. Once you have clicked next, you can see exactly what the client will see. This graphic here will appear in the email the client receives, and you can also copy this link and send over WhatsApp or Messenger, as well as the automatic email that is sent. To send that email, simply click Finish. And you can see here on the lower right hand side, the proof has been uploaded to the new album proofer. If you didn't select the link, you can automatically copy the client proof link by clicking here, and as you can see, that is now copied to the clipboard. You can also download this graphic by simply selecting the export top down graphic and telling exactly where you would like the file to be saved. And there it is. Once you have finished those steps and you have uploaded your designs to the album proofer, the album proofer will automatically email the client to whichever email you put into the client email at the initial setup of the proof. And this is what it looks like. You can see our logo here, the copy header, and then the text in which we also inputted into that email screen. The client will then be prompted to start proofing by clicking the link here. When they click on that Start Proofing button, this is the website that will pop up. And as you can see, it is exactly as we designed it in the album proofer portion of Fundy Designer. There are now two options. As you can see on the left hand side here, you can select the slideshow or proof designs. Selecting View Slideshow will open up a separate window where the slideshow will load in and we'll be able to view. Once you have viewed the slideshow, click on the proof designs, and the pop-up which we typed in earlier will be the first thing that will appear. This will prompt them on how to make changes, comment and approve the album. They have to click Agree to get through to the next part. And once they have clicked Agree, you can see here that we have the album proof, the wall art proof and the card proof all in the same place. To view any of these, they will simply have to select View, and this will open up the sample album. At the bottom there are arrows in which they can scroll through the album one by one to see exactly what we have designed for them. If the client gets to the end of the proof and they require no changes or alterations, all they need to do to approve this album for print is click up here and click on Approve for Print. The pop-up window will get them to check exactly which one it is they want to approve. So as we've gone through the sample album, we'll select sample album. They have to initial to understand what they have approved will print exactly as they have proofed it, meaning there are no further issues with clients saying that the album isn't how they looked. They literally have to initial to approve the fact that they have approved it. They click Send. This then sends an email back to us to tell us that the client has approved the album for print. And this is how the email looks. You will get an email to say designs have been approved, and you can see that the client has initialed to say that they have approved the album layout. It's now down to you to make contact with the client for the next steps. You will notice at the top right there are 3 links. The first, to see all images. This is the link we applied earlier through to PicTime, PixieSet or SmugMug, where all of the images taken at the event are situated. Send comments or approve for print. If a client would like to make comments, they simply select this icon here, and that opens up a window on the right hand side. All they now need to do is click where they would like to make a comment, and they can drag this box to be as big or as small as they like. So they can literally in here write remove mark. Once they have made the comment, they click enter, and as you can see, the comment has now been saved where they can edit or delete that comment. And once they have made their comment, they can continue making comments by scrolling through the album by clicking this arrow here. Once the client has scrolled through to the end of the album, they can then send the comments. To do this, all they need to do is go up to here and click send comments. As we have only put comments on the album proof, all we need to select is the sample album. If the client had gone through and commented on the wall art and the thank you cards, they would then check these two boxes. Once they're happy, they click send. This will now send an email to the address we first put in when we set up the proofer. And once we get the email through from the client, this is how it looks. As you can see, we have the landing header here, our client name, the name of the album, and any comments that the client has made. To view the design, click here, or open the Fundy Designer project named Rosie and Mike Sample. To learn how to view the design proof of comments, then you simply click here. Upon opening the album design in Fundy Designer, you can simply go through and select which spread the comment was on. To show the comments, simply select the show comments, and any comments the client has made online will appear directly in the album designer. As you can see here, we hover over the remove mark and the box is highlighted, which I drew earlier. Rather than simply going through and going back to the overall view, you can simply select this arrow here to go to the next spread with the next comment on. Highlight, and you can see on the left hand side we are to delete that image. This is a new integrated function, so we as a photographer and image designers are within no doubt which images are to be retouched, removed or replaced. If your client has made changes to the design, we recommend that you duplicate the design. To do this, simply click on this icon here and these two boxes, and this will duplicate the design you have already made. And then to work on this new design, simply click on the sample album copy, and this will load in the design and all comments that the client has made on the album proofer. So all we need to do now is go down to the spreads in which we know we have comments, click show comments, and this will load in the comment showing we need to delete this image on the left hand side. So all we do now is click and delete, and we'll simply make a few changes to tidy this up, and then to upload the new proof, all we need to do is click on the proof icon up here and click on main album, and this will bring up the same landing page we created earlier. To upload the new spreads, we simply follow the same steps. So we go down here to next. We now want to upload the sample copy and the copy of the sample album rather than the main album, because this album is where we've made the changes. We select next, click through to next. All the information's already in here, so click next. We are now greeted with a new review and update. As you can see here, we can update the non-design data only, and there is a checkbox to overwrite the current proof, which is what we want to do. So we simply click here and export and overwrite, and this will overwrite the current spreads with the new spreads with the comments implemented, so the client will see the proof as they have requested. So all we're going to do now is click Export and Overwrite. And when we do so, you can see we have a pop-up, and this is just reminding us that overwriting a proof will replace the design and delete all past comments. If you would like to keep your past design to refer back to, including the comments, we recommend creating a new proof with a new name. I'll show you how to do this now. To create a new proof so you preserve the original layout and the original comments, all you need to do is select the icon up the top and just click on New Proof. And this will create a brand new proof for the client to see, where you have implemented the comments they have made, but because you haven't overwritten the previous spreads or comments, you can always refer back to the original comments the client made in the first proof. All you have to do is click OK. And you can see on the left hand side we need to re-import the proof title and the subtitle. I would recommend calling this Rosie 2, so both you and the client can differentiate between the two proofs. Once you've inputted, click Next. And now we want to still upload that sample album copy with the changes we have made, and the wall art and the thank you cards. We click Next. If you wish, you can re-upload the slideshow. Click Next. We have to re-input the name and email as we have created a brand new proof. So you just put the name and email address into here and click Next and Export and Upload. And this will create a brand new proof with fresh comments for the client to make with the changes you have made. To access the new Proofer dashboard so you can view all of your uploaded proof designs, all you need to do is click on Pro Enhancement and click on Design Proofer Dashboard, and this will take you through to the dashboard in which you can see your design proofs. All you need to do is simply click on the design proofs, and this will take you through to everything that you have uploaded so far on the new Fundy Designer album proofer. Here you can see the name of the proof, the client name, the client emails, and the date you created the proof, and the date when everything was updated with any amendments. The last client activity is not when the client last logged in, but when they sent any comments or approved the album. On the right hand side here, you can see the link to directly send to the client if they have misplaced the link you initially sent in the original email.